Hello, I'm Mike of the Off Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. Well, wellity. Right, I'm going round and round and round and round. Kerbin, aerobraking very gradually each time. So I've decided to aerobrake slightly less gradually this one, for once. So what I'm going to do is I have made a tiny maneuver, which admittedly is going to take me 11 seconds to do because I've racked the engine thrust way down. But like 2 meters a second should knock another 5 kilometers off my periapsis. And I should stare at the screen in a minute. And hopefully that's going to quicken my aerobraking, but not so much that I actually explode. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So because I put my engines way down, this tiny little maneuver that'll do. My parry height is dinky. That'll do. So I was at about 50k, and now I'm at 45k. So what I'm hoping that's going to do is make me not burn up in the atmosphere. And I should have pointed myself retrograde right away, and I didn't. That was dumb of me, but never mind. I seem to have not died, so that's all right. How's our electric charge? Our electric charge is all right. So we should now be going deeper into the atmosphere, not actually burning to death, and having the apoapsis height come down rather faster than it has been. Yeah, critical temperatures are fine. Critical skin temperature is a bit more than I would like. I wonder if I've miscalculated. I'm at 73% critical skin temperature. I still have several seconds to go. It's not. It's. I may have killed myself. So I keep looking between. Time to react is about 13 seconds. That's now 79%. But my apoapsis height is coming down quite nicely, so there's that. Seems to be holding steady at about 80% critical thermal. In fact, it's now coming down. So we appear to have gotten away with that one. Susa seems fine. Oh, that's done quite a lot to my apoapsis. That's brought it in. That's about halved it. You can see it moving in quite a lot. All right, I think I'm going to accept that. That didn't kill me, although I submit I came quite close. Getting to about 80% of critical thermal temperature is a bit frightening. But we seem to have survived, so what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So only a few more of those to go. I don't know what you're worried about. Okay, so I'm going to do another fast forward. Telling me I can deploy my parachutes. Let's not do that. So we're heading into this shadow. Around we go. Let's have another go at this one. So currently at 2.5 megameters. Now I can bring it in. What I might do actually, put on my RCS. And try slowing myself down with RCS. Apart from anything else, my monopropellant isn't doing me any good. It's not actually helping me. I can't use it for anything else. And the weight could be a problem. So I'm just going to be I'm using my RCS to effectively slow down. Probably not that much. Probably not helping me a huge amount. But largely I'm just getting rid of it. So this is more about dumping it than actually trying to help. But I did notice that very small amounts of delta V at this stage. So there we go, that's my monoprop gone. Very small amounts of delta V at this stage would have quite a large effect on my apoapsis. There's some mountains underneath looking rather cool, being lit kind of side-on-y by the sun. Only up to 76. We didn't get so high on the critical thermal percentage. That's kind of cool. Well, not really cool. It's just not quite as on fire. Now, hoping I don't need too many of these. I'm hoping I don't need too many of these before I can start thinking about actually coming into land. So in fact, from now on in, that 80% critical temperature is probably the highest it's ever going to get, because I will have lost a lot of speed, which means my speed through the atmosphere is going to be less each time. So that's working okay. Soon we're not going to be on fire at all, which is great. Being lighter should also make the effect of going through the atmosphere each time stronger, because the heavier you are relative to your oh, that's weird. The heavier you are relative to your surface area, the less braking you're going to get from the atmosphere. Now I'm just going to have a quick look outside. So my orbit is now within the Mann's orbit. Which is cool. Bit of a graphics glitch going on there. deciding whether or not to use the high-res model from far that you'd see if you're close up, or the low-res model you see far away. So clearly, something's gone a bit wonky there, because obviously that's the low-res model. There we go. There we go. I was just looking at the staging. The staging seems a bit wonky because there are parachutes, as you can see, on these bits, right? But these just chutes, or are they drogue chutes? No, they're chutes. They come after you detach the pod, which is a bit weird. Okay, I'll speed up a bit. I unsped a bit too early. There we go. So my parips is now 44. It's quite close. It's a bit close. Let's, for no good reason, I'm just going to make myself more to the horizon. I'm just aligning myself a bit to the horizon. Although clearly the way the ship is made, you get the up and down is in fact that way and not. So those two pods are up and down as opposed to left and right, which is kind of what my immediate assumption would be that it was that way. Right? Okay, let's bring my apoapsis height in even more. Susa is happy. Susa is a happy little engineer. Could not be happier. Not entirely sure how close I want my my apoapsis. Because what I could start to do now is start to think about actually going in. So I seem to be about 2,000, about Mach 9. Obviously, you know, if I just keep going round and round and round, eventually I will you know, I'll end up landing or crashing. That's about to be under 1,000 meters, I think. 1,000 kilometers, I should say. There we go. But that's still 20 times my periapsis height. What I might do next time is just a little bit of engineering, but I'm not sure. With my 359, I'm not sure what my 359 Delta V can really do to my yeah, see, you can see that's a lot different. So maybe what I want to do is next time I'm at my, well, next time I am well, actually, if I'm going to do that, then I'll want to whack those back up again. And In fact, what I'm going to do, because I'm not entirely sure how this is working. Just take all the fuel out of the central tank and pump it into the outer tanks. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the fuel lines are set up properly. I'm genuinely unsure which side. You know, looking at a fuel pipe, I'm really genuinely unsure which side goes which way. But now it doesn't matter. Now it does not matter at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quick save actually. Going to go around again. And I think what we're going to try and do this time, I'll just slow down so I can point retrograde. In fact, that was a good enough time to slow down anyway. I have, according to this, 1 minute and 33 seconds worth of delta V, which is weird because that's slightly more than... I now have more now that I've split up my fuel between the two tanks. That's a bit weird. So what I'm probably going to do is when I'm 30 seconds away from periapsis, I'm just going to burn, and I think I'm going to see if that's going to take me in. Apart from anything else, it's not quite on the day side. Yeah, so 30 seconds away from periapsis is when I'm going to burn, and I'm going to see if that will take me in. I think I'm going to move that to there. Maybe that's not clever. Right, so now all I'm doing is waiting for that to get to 30 seconds. Technically it'd be like 35 or something, 36. And hope that the small amount of delta V is just going to be enough to mean that I actually will land. Now see, that's bringing my apoapsis height in really quick now. Mach numbers coming down nicely. I am leaving the daytime behind, which is a bit annoying. Oh, there we go. We're coming down. Oh yes, we are coming down. So it's entirely possible I could have done this ages ago. I think part of it is just that this whole craft, this whole time, has been built really weirdly. With the craft on Juno not having any electricity generation, no docking ports, only one solar panel on this thing. All sorts of weirdness. Right, so I'm going to now flip the craft, because as it goes down, it's now going to be pointing more and more that way, which is where the sun is. So I want to be pointing towards the sun. And we are going to fall into the ocean. So my thinking is, when we get to the stage of being able to so we're going to get more reheating. I slowed down so much that now we're going to go through reheating again. I would love these to be drogue chutes. That's what I would like right now. I'd like those to be drogue chutes. Oh, right. We seem to have not been. We're not. I don't think we are going to go on fire again. Landing in the ocean, so I don't have to worry about mountains or anything. All right. We'll see what those do. In fact, so that should slow us down quite a bit. Going to move that underneath. Oh, actually, that's not going to go until there's quite a good amount of pressure. So that's good. I wonder if that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to... don't know. That parachute is not deploying. Yeah, what will help? Yeah, I could drop this, but I now don't need to. What a weird setup! This craft is set up really weirdly. But we are going to successfully make it home. Just as the sun is disappearing. So we just about can get some sun. And we'll drop the last few meters, but I'm not going to detach that. We are in fact fine. And that's that. We're back home. So I possibly could have done that a few passes ago, in fact. But there you go. That's us back home. Back from Duna in only 3 years, 81 days, and so on. So that's pretty cool. So thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the videos, come visit neopdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, and you can find links to that in the video description. And until next time, reach for the stars.